Every single day you wake up and move through familiar motions, tethered to the thoughts you thought yesterday, anchored by emotions that have become your identity. You brush your teeth, you check your phone, you sip your coffee, and you repeat. You think the same thoughts, feel the same feelings, make the same choices, and perform the same actions. But here's the quiet truth: you are losing it, and you don't even know it. What is it? It's your presence, your power, your potential. That creative force within you, buried under layers of subconscious programming, routines, and unconscious habits. You are not simply living. You are replaying a memory loop disguised as life. And while you may believe you are in control, the truth is your environment, your history, and your conditioning have hijacked your consciousness. It begins innocently. A thought sneaks in: I'm not good enough. I don't have time. Nothing ever changes. That thought becomes a feeling, maybe frustration, sadness, or anxiety. That feeling colors your choices. And those choices reinforce your reality. Without even realizing it, you're living from the past while calling it the present. And every moment you operate like this, you surrender your future to your history. You may look at your life and wonder why things don't change. Why you attract the same kind of people. Why opportunities feel just out of reach. But energy flows where attention goes, and if your attention is constantly consumed by what's missing, what hurts, or what hasn't worked, then you're not creating your life. You're reacting to it. You're losing the power to shape your destiny because your energy is being siphoned off by old patterns that no longer serve you. When you operate from survival, your body and mind become enslaved to fear. You become addicted to urgency, to stress, to chaos. And you don't even know it because it feels normal. You think being anxious is being productive. You confuse busyness with purpose. You equate worry with responsibility. But all of that is noise, mental static that keeps you from the signal of your true self. Your intuitive wisdom. Your expansive intelligence. Your higher mind. You can't step into the unknown if you're married to the familiar. Yet that's where your soul longs to go. Into the unknown. Into a field of limitless possibilities. Into a life where you no longer chase validation, but radiate authenticity. Where your thoughts don't mimic your environment, but create something entirely new. But to do this, you must first notice. Begin with awareness. Start by observing the loop. Catch yourself when you complain before you create. When you anticipate failure before you act. When you relive trauma before you dream possibility. Your thoughts are not facts. They are just rehearsed programs. And the more you rehearse limitation, the more you lose the infinite potential of this very moment. You weren't born to repeat cycles. You were born to evolve beyond them. But evolution requires discomfort. It requires dismantling the false identity you've built from pain, trauma, and societal programming. It requires interrupting the momentum of mediocrity with a new vision. One that comes not from your past, but from your heart. One that aligns with your soul, not your fears. You are losing it because you are living by memory, not by vision. Your nervous system is addicted to familiar suffering. Your body is trained to anticipate the worst, to protect itself from growth, to stay small even when your soul aches for expansion. And so you settle for relationships that drain you, jobs that numb you, routines that cage you. Not because you don't deserve more, but because you've forgotten how to ask for it from a place of worth, not need. You are losing your creative power every time you allow your thoughts to drift unconsciously to the past. You are losing presence every time your attention is hijacked by digital distractions and emotional triggers. You are losing your freedom every time you believe the illusion that life is happening to you, not through you. But in that moment when you pause, breathe, and become aware, truly aware, you interrupt the script. You create space between stimulus and response. And in that space lies the power to choose differently, to think a new thought, to feel a new emotion, to create a new pattern. This is how you reclaim what you've been losing bit by bit, breath by breath. You don't need to know exactly how your life will transform. You only need to stop defaulting to who you've always been. You only need to suspend the old story long enough for a new one to emerge. You only need to sit in the stillness long enough to hear the whisper of your soul that has been drowned out by the noise of survival. The truth is, you're not here to fix your life. You're here to become someone new. To become the version of yourself who doesn't live in reaction but in creation. Who doesn't look to the world for validation but brings meaning to the world through being. Every moment of awareness is a doorway to that transformation. So now ask yourself, are you choosing your thoughts or are they choosing you? Are you observing your emotions or are you becoming them? Are you directing your energy or leaking it into fear, distraction, and autopilot living? You don't need another miracle. You are the miracle waiting to be remembered. But to remember, you must awaken. Awaken from the trance of familiarity. Awaken from the illusion of limitation. Awaken from the lie that you're powerless. Because every day you stay asleep, you are losing it, and you don't even know. Please subscribe.